how did you get involved with Dragon Ball? How did that come about?
That was a referral directly from my interactions with Brave Combo and performing with Vince Vance and the Valiants. One of Brave Combo's big fans here locally was actually a director for Dragon Ball Z when the show was being recorded in English in Canada prior to the Funimation dub. I found all of this later, of course, but he was a big fan of Brave Combo and seemed to be interested in my voice. Asked me if I did character voiceovers, and I said yes. Gave me a card. I gave him my information. Didn't hear anything for probably close to a year. But when the time came for Funimation to, start working on the English dub of Dragon Ball Z, I was contacted for the audition that way. So it was actually kind of sort of through my career as a singer that kind of, crossed over into voiceover.
Yeah.
So I got the audition and auditioned for all the females, not knowing what I was really auditioning for. And before I left the audition, Barry Watson, who was the one who referred me in for the audition, and two other gentlemen that were, I think, in the decisive mode for casting, asked me if I could do the voice of a young boy. I threw one at him randomly, and I was called back and cast as Gohan.
Hey. Yes, awesome. So when you started playing Gohan, as you said, they had already started dubbing the show in Canada. How was it, as an actor, trying to jump into an already started story? Because you got to tell Goku's story from the start later on. How was that compared to jumping in as Gohan in the middle of the story?
I just showed up and followed direction. I actually had zero idea that the show had ever been dubbed before in English. All of this information came many, many years in. It was kind of just like a job where you just show up, you deliver lines, you go one line at a time. Sessions were anywhere between 1 and 6 hours, depending on your the voice count, the line count for your particular character. So we went from line to line. So I didn't know until years later that it was actually a Japanese anime and that we were dubbing in English, and that we had picked up where the Canadian dub left off. I found all of this out a long time into my career. So for me, I didn't know I was necessarily jumping in on anything.